Hi, and welcome to Yoga with Sony. Today's class will lead up to a crow pose. Hope you enjoy. Hello, welcome back. So we're going to start today in a wide seated pose. So legs are crossed, hands are on the knees. We're going to just take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax those shoulders. All right, let's do that 2 more times. Big breath in. And relax those shoulders. Last one. Awesome. Just reach our arms up all the way up. As you inhale, reach up. Wiggle those fingers. Keep reaching. Here we're going to breathe here for 2 breaths. And then very slowly bring everything down, chin to chest. And then back to center. And leave our left hand on the floor. Bring our right arm all the way up. As you're reaching up, you're going to bring yourself far down so that you can feel the stretch, but keeping your sit bone on the floor. You don't want to tilt over, but you want to reach over as far as you can, pushing that hip down into the floor. Big breath here. And then bring the hand down onto your knee and push yourself back to center. Do the same thing on the other side. Left hand on the floor, right arm comes up. Again, doing the same thing where you're pushing your hip into the floor, you're reaching up. Then you're going to take a couple breaths here. One more big breath. And then bring that hand on your knee and then push yourself back up. Awesome. We're going to bring ourselves into a tabletop. And from here, we're going to go into child's pose right away. So I just want you to stretch here. So bring the arms as far forward as you can. Bring your forehead to the floor nice and slow. So your big toe are touching and your knees are bent. And you're going to bring your forehead to the floor, nice and slow, dropping your elbows to the floor. Nice stretch here. You can bring your hands even further forward. Just feel those shoulder blades stretching and relaxing. Let's take one more big breath. And then bring those hands a little closer, walking yourself back up. Bring those knees now together. So same thing, just the knees are together. So this is a little different. And then you're going to bring your forehead back to the floor one more time. And this time we're going to bring our arms back. So really trying to relax here as much as you can. Another big breath. Do 2 more big breaths here. Awesome. All right, bring your hands back towards your head. Push yourself up. Bring yourself into a nice table pose. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And you can wiggle yourself here. And then try to find a nice comfortable position. We're going to do our cat-cows. So as you inhale, head comes up, tailbone comes up. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do 2 more. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. All right, back to a nice flat back. Right arm, left leg come up. So we're going to stay right here if you wish. The option with this one today will be to bring your hand towards your foot and try to grab onto that ankle. So from here, you have to go nice and slow. Try to keep your balance. Just a couple breaths. Keep looking at the floor here. And then everything onto the floor. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. So reaching it out first, and you can stay here, keep breathing, or you can do the option where you try to grab onto your ankle. Nice and slow. Okay, a couple more breaths. And let go. And then curl those toes. Let's go into our first down dog. So from here, walk your dog, reaching the other heel to the floor. Feel the stretch behind the leg. Take your time. And then walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Bend as much as you can. You can even bend your legs here, placing the top of your belly onto your thighs. Head comes down. Head is fully relaxed here. Take a couple breaths. And then very slowly come up. Nice and slow. Bring the head up, arms come up, reach up, and then exhale by your side. Awesome. So from here, we're going to go into our chair pose. So feet are hip width apart, arms are going to go out in front of us. So try to bring those shoulders down. Nice and slow, we're going to go pretend to sit on that imaginary chair. So hence chair pose. And then you can look down and make sure your knees don't go past your toes. You just want a nice bend in the knees here. So we're going to stay here for a couple breaths. One more. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Let's take a nice big breath. Exhale. All right, let's do that again. So feet, same position, arms come out again. And then we sit back on that imaginary chair. So you can stay here, and I will throw in an option. The option is to bring your palms together. Place them here, legs don't change. From here, we're gonna do a nice twist. So your elbow is gonna come over onto your thigh. Your opposite elbow to opposite leg. So it doesn't matter which way you start. Let's just take a deep breath in. As you exhale, cross it over. And then once you're here, you're going to push those hands together and try to twist your head over to the ceiling. So keep breathing here. Let's do one more breath. Nice and slow. Come out of this pose. Let's bring ourselves up. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, arms by our side. All right, you're ready for number 3. Arms come out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring yourself back into chair pose. Awesome. Again, option is to stay right here. And option 2 is to do the twist now on the opposite arm. So, deep breath in. Exhale and twist. So from here, both hands are pushing into each other and you're breathing. Let's take one more deep breath. You can do it. And slowly untwist yourself. Reach up as you inhale. And exhale by your side. Awesome. All right, from here we're going to go right into our tree pose. So it's all about core and balance today. Right foot plants into the floor, left foot picks a pose. So you can start with your hands together here and foot at the bottom pose. Number 2 is onto your calf. We don't place anything on our knee, so number 3 is all the way up into our thigh. So from here, leg is open, pushing that knee as far back as you can. We're going to open up those arms. Bring those shoulders down. And we're going to breathe. So, if this is not challenging enough for you, you can try closing your eyes, or you can even try looking up at the ceiling, or looking left and right. All right, core is strong here. Keep breathing. Keep concentrating. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. All right, before we come out of this pose completely, we're going to go into warrior 3. So that means that the leg's going to come out, bring it onto the floor, but don't touch the floor. So your foot is hovering above the floor. Arms come straight up. We're going to take a deep breath in. And then we're going to tilt it forward. So tilting forward doesn't have to go very far. Just like this is fine. Keep breathing. And then you can bring your arms out by your side. Bring the head down. Keep breathing here again. You can do it. Let's do 1 more breath. And then standing back up. Now you can relax. Shake it off. All right, give that little ankle that's been working hard some little rotations. One way and the other way. And then flex and point. There you go. Maybe even give it a little hug into your chest and let that foot dangle. Just hugging that knee into the chest. Big breath. All right. So I think we're ready to have the left leg planted into the floor. Right leg starts off with option 1. Let's place our arms together. All right. So your option is this. 1 is by the foot. 2 onto the calf, and 3 all the way up into the thigh. All right, so from here, we're going to keep on breathing. And then you can open up your arms and make sure that knee is pushed back as far as you can. And you can smile here. Keep breathing, try to keep that balance, keep focusing, core is strong. Oh, if your foot slides off, you can go back into position 2. Need some little grippy pads under my feet. Let's take 1 more breath. And then into warrior 2. So that foot comes out, flex that foot, reach yourself and make yourself nice and tall here so that your foot is not touching the floor. Bring those arms all the way up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, tilt forward. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Working hard here, concentrate. And then you can bring your arms out by your side. Airplane arms. Keep breathing. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And then very slowly back to center. Awesome. Let's give that leg that's been on the floor a little wiggle, a little rotation here, one way and the other. Let's do a flex and a point. There you got it. And then let's bring that knee all the way in, squeeze into our chest. Actually, it's another balancing pose right here. Squeeze that in without you even knowing. All right. Okay, so shaking that off. We're going to come into our nice goddess pose here. So wide-legged. Feet are on an angle, and we're going to bend those knees. Now, when you bend your knees, look down. Make sure your knees are pushing back. All right, you don't want them flopping in. You want them as far back as you can. Open up that chest. Have a nice straight back. And you can leave your hands right here, or you can place them at heart center. And you can close your eyes here. Closing your eyes is going to challenge us a little further. It's going to make your legs work a little stronger. Keep breathing here. Keep focusing. Let's do 1 more big breath. And very slowly straighten those legs. And walk those feet in. Don't walk them in all the way. We're going to walk them in about wider than our hips. Feet are still at a 45-degree angle, and we're going to bring ourselves down, all the way down into our garland pose. So, feet are flat on the floor if you can. Again, we're trying to sit up as tall as we can, placing those hands together, elbows against the knees. We're going to take a big breath here. So with every exhale, just relax into the pose. Let's do one more big breath. All right, I think we could go into crow pose now. So from here, we're going to place our hands. I'm just going to turn so you can see a little bit better. You're going to bring your heels off the floor so you're onto your tippy toes. You're going to bring your knees as high as you can so they're near the upper arm. You're going to place your hands flat on the floor and you're going to bend forward. So just like this. So you can stay right here in this pose. All right? Options. So the options is right here, and you can start playing with going back and forth. So just trying to bring yourself onto the tips of your tippy toes and then back down. So you might want to do this a few times. It also makes you practice pushing yourself back. So the more you do it, the more you're going to get comfortable, and then eventually both feet are going to come off the floor, and then you're going to try to stay still at some point. Make sure that your chin is up and that you're looking forward. If you're tucking your chin in, you might tend to fall forward. So you don't want that. So your knees are squeezing those arms, and you're playing here with the balance. So take your time. This comes with time. It's challenging, and eventually you're going to stay here on one tippy toe and then maybe try to let go. It's just practice. So the more you practice, the easier it's going to get. Practice, practice, practice. That's all you can do. These things don't come in a day, and they don't stay either. So you have to keep practicing every time. So let's try one more time. Just go up onto your tippy toes, take one foot off the floor, and then eventually the other foot's going to come off. All right, so from here, let's just go onto our back. I think we worked hard enough today. So legs are bent, roll yourself back onto the floor. Bring those knees into your chest and rock yourself side to side. All right, from here we're going to give ourselves a nice twist. So arms come out by your side, and we're going to drop our knees over to the right side. So dropping those knees over, head turns the opposite direction. And then feel the twist, breathe through it. Again, with every exhale, let go as much air as you can. And very slowly, let's bring ourselves back to center. Nice big hug. And then we're going to bring our arms back out and let those knees fall over to the other side. Nice and slow, and head turns opposite direction. So with your breath, try to relax. One more big breath. And back to center. One more big hug here. And then bring your feet onto the floor, stretch them out. And make them as wide as your mat. And then your hands come by your side. And we're going to take a couple minutes here just to breathe and relax those shoulders. Relax your spine. And actually your whole body is melting into your mat. And just let go. Let go of all the tension in your body. Feel your entire legs relaxing. And feel your arms relaxing. And don't forget your eyes and your tongue and your neck are relaxing. And try to think of absolutely nothing. Let yourself melt away. Thank yourself for doing this today, for pushing play, for taking care of your body. If we don't take care of our body, nobody else will. It's very important to take the time. Find a few minutes for yourself during the day and just relax and breathe. Alright. We're going to walk our feet back towards our body here. So bend your legs. Bring those knees into your chest. Rock yourself one more time here. You can even bring your head up, a big little squeeze. Placing those hands underneath your thighs, you're going to roll yourself up nice and slow. You're going to join me here, but we're going to, instead of sitting with cross-legged, we're going to sit with the palms of our feet together. And we're going to try to sit as tall as we can. So grab onto whatever feels comfortable here to you. And we're going to finish with our 3 cleansing breaths. So big inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Again, thank yourself for taking care of your body. I hope to see you again next time. Spread the news that yoga is good. And we have Kiwi here coming to say goodbye. So again, take care of yourself. Hope you enjoyed today's class. Namaste.